League of Arab States, Ahmed Abul Gheit, has praised Somalia for adopting its revised federal constitution, describing the step as a major milestone in the country's long process of rebuilding and strengthening its state institutions. In a statement released by his official spokesperson, Gamal Rashdi, Abul Gheit said that the approval of the revised constitution by the Somali parliament and its official entry into force represent an important achievement in Somalia's efforts to finalize and strengthen the institutional framework of Somalia. According to Abul Gheit, the adoption of the new constitution contributes to establishing a stronger constitutional system that is based on key democratic principles. These include the rule of law, the separation of powers between government institutions, and the protection of fundamental rights and freedoms for citizens. He also emphasized that the revised constitution reinforces the unity of the Somali state across all of its regions, while supporting the functioning of the federal system. The Arab League stated that the adoption of the constitution reflects a broad national effort involving Somali institutions and the political leadership. It also demonstrates the determination of the Somali people and their government to advance political stability, strengthen government structures, and create conditions that support long-term economic and social development. Abul Gheit further reaffirmed the commitment of the Arab League to continue supporting the government and parliament of Somalia in their efforts to promote security, maintain stability, and strengthen democratic institutions. He stressed that protecting Somalia's national unity remains a priority while the country continues to rebuild its political and governmental systems after decades of instability. The endorsement from the Arab League came shortly after Somalia's president, Hassan Sheikh Mohammed, officially signed the revised constitution into law on Sunday. This step completed a lengthy and sometimes controversial review process that replaced the country's 2012 provisional constitution. One of the major changes introduced in the revised constitution is the extension of the terms of key federal institutions. Under the new provisions, the mandates of the presidency and the national parliament will now last 5 years. Previously, under the 2012 provisional constitution, these terms were limited to 4 years. The Speaker of the House of the People, Sheikh Adan Mohammed Noor Madobe, stated that all federal institutions will now operate under the new 5-year constitutional framework. As a result, the current government's term will effectively be extended by 1 additional year. However, the constitutional changes have also sparked criticism from several opposition leaders and political groups. Critics argue that the amendments were passed without sufficient national consensus and warn that the changes could influence the country's political timetable and balance of power. Many lawmakers aligned with the Somali Future Council, an opposition coalition that includes leaders from the semi-autonomous regions of Puntland and Jubaland, largely boycotted the parliamentary vote in protest. They claim the process should have involved broader consultation with regional administrations and opposition stakeholders before the amendments were adopted.